Before we get into today's story or today's yapping, I want to get into a little story. Please bear with me. A little simple story. Okay? Recently, a friend of mine from uni, he lives in his house. One day he strolls up in the terrace and there's a road in front of his house. And in front of the road, across the road, whatever you would like to call it, there is a house. Another house. And in that house is a little window. And in that little window, or behind that little window, is a curtain that was partially open. And a woman was masturbating intensively, as said. My friend sighed away. He was like, privacy. And he left. He tells me that story. I was devastated. Why? Because it should have been me, bro. I should have seen it. To vent all that anger today, I'm going to talk about the worst fucking anime I've ever watched in my whole entire goddamn life. Okay? And the name is Kana Memo. Repeat that. Kanamemo. Kana Memo. Worst piece of shit ever. Context. How do I know this story? How do I know this anime exists? Well, I was small at that time. I was like, it's a story of 5-6 years ago, right after I discovered anime and porn at the same time. So what happened is I was going through a website. I think it was CVS or some shit, and I was searching for best yuri anime to watch. If you do not know what yuri is, it is just translation lesbian in Japanese. So I was searching for yuri anime to watch, and I was a child. I was like, yeah, anything works. Anything works. There was nothing. There was absolutely nothing in that story. What I expected was that one scene from Kiss X Sis. I'm just gonna keep it here, okay? I never do this. I never tend to do this, but I'm just gonna keep it here. Look, I expected these kind of scenes. Absolute horror I walked into. There was not a single yuri. There was a pointless story. Story wasn't good. The characters were shit. The problems created were very, very minor. And I was like, what the fuck am I watching? Why do they animate this shit? Why was it a manga in the first place? Who approved of those manga? Anyways, to give you a little context, it is about characters, girls, selling, and there was boys too, but forget that. There were girls selling newspapers. I repeat again, girls selling newspaper, boys too, but like characters selling newspapers. Buddy, how much story can you put out of somebody buying or selling newspapers? None. As I said, none. You cannot make a good story out of somebody selling newspapers. Oh, there's a special bond. There's a special bond while forgive me. While selling newspapers. There's a little bond while selling newspapers. There is no bond selling newspapers. Motherfucker, you earn like 10 cents in a fucking day. What do you literally buy? A bread? A piece of bread? A crumb of bread? No disrespect to people who sell newspaper. I guess they get their money from somewhere else, but those interns, I work for like 5 months selling newspapers. How much do you earn? Seriously, I wanna see how much do they earn. Wait a second. Well, I was very wrong. Forgive me, I was very, very wrong. It was the anger of me, okay? It was the anger of me. Apparently, the part-time delivery workers of newspaper in Japan earn roughly between 1,100 yen to 1,350 yen per hour. Per hour. I was very but no, like still, like that doesn't make any fucking sense to make a story out of it into anime. Like who makes a shit out of it? Anyways, what I'm saying here essentially is the anime was shit. I'm not disrespecting. I didn't know. Maybe I should go like sell newspapers now. But I have like morning classes in the uni. Anyways, anger vented. I'm sorry. I apologize to all those newspaper. I mean, you don't sell newspaper, motherfucker. The people watching these videos do not sell newspaper. Now, if you do sell newspaper, please comment down below. I I was wrong. I was wrong. Anyways, but coming back to the story was shit. Okay, the characters were shit, and the thing that I was promised, yuri, lesbians, were so like there was this one last scene. I'm gonna keep that in thumbnail if possible. I think you have come here watching those thumbnails. Like, I'm gonna keep there, right? But essentially, it was just like this one scene. It wasn't even interesting. You know, I wasn't even aroused at that time, like 5, 6 years ago. Like, bye bye. I just wanted to vent out anger, and I really apologize to newspaper seller. 1,000. I'm gonna look at some applications, motherfucker.